Hi everyone, and thanks for joining this next session. My name is Oliver Lofthouse. I'm the sales director here at Chess, and welcome to the session that's snappily entitled "Say Goodbye to 3G." Now, I have to admit I've been a little bit sneaky here because I've asked our guest presenter just to expand the remit of this session. So we are going to talk a little bit about the 3G turn-off and what that means to our customers. But also what we're going to do is we're just going to focus on some exciting news around some of the new latest tariffs and plans that EE are releasing into the market. And also we're going to talk about a product that's still yet to launch, but is about native mobile integration into Teams, Microsoft Teams. So that could be a really interesting product for you to get some sort of forewarning around. So first of all, I'm just going to do a very brief introduction. So, when it comes to mobile, I think Chess are quite uniquely positioned from a mobile capability perspective. So we have relationships with all of the key MNOs or mobile network operators. And across our base at Chess, we have over 4,000 unique billing customers with a real range of business sizes. So we go from sort of your electrician or your SOHO or your small business customer right up to global customers that might have 5,000 or 6,000 connections on their base. So, we've got a real range and we've got a good spread of understanding about requirements and customer types and what makes mobile really work in those types of different organizations. Now, the reality is that I think our benefit is that we can truly consult with our customers. We're not trying to sell you one flavor of mobile connection. We're not trying to ensure that you're always taking what we think is the right solution for you. The real benefit is that we can consult with you and we can work with you. And although we are our preferred strategic supplier, they don't meet the need of every customer 100% of the time. Now, there might be reasons for coverage. There might be something around feature set. There might even be something around commercials that might mean that EE isn't always the very best alternative. And we have customers on our base that have a mixed base of networks. We have customers that are billed directly from the network themselves. We have customers that we bill as Chess for their services. We have customers that are on minimum spend contracts. We have customers that are on fixed term contracts. So I think the real benefit is that I'm here and my team are here to really support you to make sure that we can tailor our solution to fit your mobile needs and make sure that you can make your mobile fleet work really hard for you. And the reality is that we're able to offer you a consultation where at the very least, as a Chess customer, we can come in and we can look at the way that you deploy mobile within your business. And at the very least, we can probably come out and give you a thumbs up and say, look, you've got a solution that absolutely meets your needs. You're paying a very good value for what you're asking for and what you need from your mobile fleet. And actually, there might be nothing that we can do to improve what you've got. But the reality is we still know more than 40% of customers are paying too much more for their mobile services. And quite often people don't review them or understand the moving technology within mobile. So there's quite often opportunity for us to help you to optimize that solution. And at best, we might be able to offer you a solution that fits more directly with your needs and your growing needs of your business. But also it might be that we can save you money and extract better value from the service that you get. So I'm really pleased. I'm going to stop talking now, but I'm really pleased to be joined by Paul Holtby, who's our key relationship manager from EE. And Paul's going to just spend the next 10 to 12 minutes just talking about the things that I highlighted at the start of this call, which is really around the tariffs and some of the features and functionality that EE can offer through their tariffs. We're then going to talk more generically about 3G and why that is being phased out and what the impact of that could be for you over the next sort of 12 or 18 months. And then the last bit is to give you a sneak preview around the new Teams phone capability that EE is going to be delivering that we'd be really pleased to talk to you in more depth about in the future. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Paul and I'll be back just at the end just to summarize the session. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Oliver. We're limited for time, so I'm going to go straight in and talk about one of EE's brand new business plans and by posing a question. Do you want to have to manage your employees' usage and allowances? Well, of course, that's a no-brainer. You don't. Our most popular business tariff the team plan automatically ensures that your people have the right amount of data to get the job done without paying a premium for something you know you'll never use, and you won't pay more than you need to. So what is the team plan? Well, of course, you get unlimited voice and text, and that's now available on Underground too. But what makes it different is that it's simple and kind and on the UK's best mobile network. Each user has their own data bundle, typically 2, 3 or 4 gigabytes per month to a pot for everyone to use over a 3-month period or quarter. What's kind about it? Well, it's tolerant. We'll let you overuse your data allowance by up to 5% and we won't make you pay for it. And finally, all our business plans are safe. They include best-in-class mobile device management from either, depending on what kind of devices you have, Ivanti for Android and Apple, who used to be called Mobile Iron, or Jamf, who specialise in supporting Apple devices. There has never been a better time to switch to EE, and upgrading your device is the perfect time to change your mobile device management vendor. All of our business plans are Apple Watch compatible, and they are all on the UK's best network, EE. If you do have a user or some users that require a lot more data or have specific requirements to everyone else, they can have their own individual plans which bolt onto the same account, no problem. Internationally, roam like at home in the EU continues as it was. In the EU, you use your UK data allowance, make calls, send texts as if you were in the UK. All part of your plan, no change there. But you can also now do the same in mainstream business and holiday destinations, and I say that, for example, USA, China, Turkey for £4 per day, and India, Japan, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, to name but a few, for £7 a day. It's simple, easy to manage, the best options on the UK's best mobile network. So on to bidding farewell to 3G. This won't affect many of you because 4G's been around for at least 10 years on EE or Everything Everywhere as it was since 2012. But for those of you who do have a 3G or a 2G SIM card, 2G or 3G device, you do need to take action. 3G mobile networks are being decommissioned all around the world, and EE is no different. And almost 20 years after 3G changed everything, it will start to disappear from our network starting from the 1st of January. But please don't worry, it's a good thing. What we're doing is we're removing slower, older technology than the 4G and 5G that we're replacing it with. So if you are affected, you need 3 things: a 4G or ideally a 5G tariff, a 4G SIM, and a 4G, and even better, a 5G device. Or you'll end up being on 2G, and 2G won't be around forever. So if you feel that you might be affected, please do get in touch with us. Finally, onto a brand new product that is exclusive to EE, and for those of us that use Microsoft Teams, the benefits are increased effectiveness, convenience, continuity, and flexibility. I'm talking about the brand new launch of Teams Phone Mobile and the integration of Teams into our network and onto your mobile device. 64% of UK businesses use Teams as their collaborative solution. Field workers, engineers, frontline customer staff, or shop floor staff, laptops don't need to be a necessity anymore. Indeed, devices that belong to contractors or temporary staff can be quickly and easily added, and if they're using their own smartphone, they can be secured easily with their permission, of course. So with an enabler, you get to use your phone button, what techies would call native dialer integration. You don't even need to go into the Teams app. If you're calling somebody or a contact on Teams, it appears to them like you're making a Teams call to them, and you use EE minutes. There's no more 0330, so you'll know who's actually calling you, and vice versa, both inside and outside of your business. You use EE minutes instead of a Microsoft bundle, and there's unified voicemail and call history, all within the phone button of your iPhone or Android device. Now, savings are very much subjective. You may be able to retire some voice services or physical lines you don't need anymore, and perhaps there might be some admin savings, but the benefits are very clear. It makes life easier, more effective, efficient and convenient. Teams, phone, mobile, and it's only on EE. Back to you, Oliver.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Paul. So, I mean, for me, just to summarize, I think the sort of three key messages coming out of Paul's session really was that I think the good news is that mobile networks now realize that landing large out-of-bundle charges with customers is not the right thing to do. People want predictability. And actually, they realize that customers get very, very frustrated when they get charged extortionate amounts for out-of-bundle usage. So I think that the Teams plan that Paul mentioned really starts to play much more to the heart of giving that flexibility to customers and making sure that there is that predictability of spend and usage across the piece. And also it accepts that actually sometimes people will use more data one month than they will another. So it almost adjusts the ladder according to that. So I think that offers us a really compelling point of difference. And if you're still getting as a customer large out-of-bundle charges on a month-by-month basis, then maybe this is the type of tariff that you ought to be speaking to us about. The second thing is around the 3G sunset. So, you know, the reality is that it's not going to happen overnight, but there are still lots of customers out there with 3G only devices or 3G only tariffs. The good news is if you are an existing Chess customer, we have all of that information. So we know the customers and the connection that actually still have a dependency on the 3G network. So we will be contacting you if we haven't already, just to discuss how we might future-proof that connection for you. Alternatively, if you're not a Chess customer or you don't have a connection with Chess, we would still be more than happy to talk to you, find out a bit more about your connections and actually do that work for you, just to understand whether there's any issues around you operating safely and securely after the end of December. And really, I think the third message is really around Teams Phone Mobile. So, you know, I think, you know, everybody's, I say, getting on this bandwagon, but I think making collaboration easier, being able to present an individual presence to a customer by using your own mobile device, and really having the flexibility of using Teams wherever you are, whenever you want, I think is really important. So I think this is quite a compelling and unique capability that EE are bringing to market, which really, for the first time, I think, integrate mobile devices into that Microsoft platform and what we're doing there. So I think that's really exciting. And, you know, clearly you had a sort of a 2-minute overview, so we'd be more than happy to spend some time going through that with you. So that really sort of summarizes this session. It's here just as a bit of a taster. As I've said before, we would really like you to reach out either through our website or through your account manager to get a consultation so that we can talk to you a little bit about what you've got, how you're using your mobiles, and are you fully optimized in what you're doing. And if we can do that, we might well just say, absolutely spot on, you're getting great value, or we might be able to add some value to you as well. We've got a range of experts that will really help you make sure that you are getting what you need from your mobile fleet. Thank you very much and have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.